Hi Capricorns, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, you're always welcome. Let's ask our spirit guides today, what's next in love, what's coming around you, what is going on around you. So anything coming your way, welcome everybody. Welcome back everybody. Spirit, please share with me. Let's see what we have. I call upon you for loving messages. I am listening for you now. I have a pacifier, restoring peace. Okay, a little bit of a pick your battles. Okay, just maybe less, something. I don't want to fight about a certain topic, like it's not worth it. Some kind of topics, like I'm not going to argue with you about politics, so there's kind of pick your battles. I have romanticizing, putting somebody on a pedestal. Not everybody, people are human and they're not perfect. So if you put somebody on a pedestal and then you're disappointed with them, they could be saying back to you like, I'm not perfect. I'm sorry, something like that. So we want to be careful that we see people for every, good, bad, and ugly. We love them for their faults as well as their attributes. And I've got energy vampire. Is this person taking too much out of you right now? That happens. I have them over it. Moving on. So this feels like I just got tired of somebody that I feel like they're putting themselves on a pedestal. Maybe their ego got a hold of them. I'm going to actually tag this as a no contact because I feel like there's still a lot of energy, unfinished business, spirit saying right now. So I've got somebody that I could be upset with. For a particular reason, but it could be their actions have always been this consistent, and like, why now all of a sudden are you upset? Maybe you just get sick of it. A tower moment. I have a love offer. I have staying together, working it out. Can we continue to love somebody even when it gets really hard? Yes. We've gone through some kind of change. This is saying sincere. The feelings are still sincere. The feelings are still here. The feelings haven't gone away, is what Spirit just said. So that could be something that we just need to hear today. But I want to work on it and I want to stay together, so sometimes it's like, do I want to continue fighting about the same thing? And it's almost a sense of you knew what you were getting into. You knew this about this person. You knew that they acted a certain way or they would say a certain thing. It's kind of a why are you surprised now energy? But you could just be sick of it. I have a secret admirer, hidden love. I don't think it's hidden. I think they could be holding back and admiring you from afar, wondering what you're doing. This came into me as they're being cautious in a sense that they don't want to trigger you again. They don't want to make it worse. So they're afraid to say the wrong thing, Spirit just said. So they know that it's they're treading lightly. I'm going to say it that way. So can we stay together? Can we, this has to be repaired. I'm deep in thought. Okay. So I'm under progress. I'm deep in thought. And I'm just wondering, can we work this out? It's a little bit of I've tolerated something for way too long, and this person may finally get the hint, that they have to address an issue. They have to treat you better. They have to treat you with more respect. There's a part of me that feels like they do respect you, but sometimes they will say or do things that feel disrespectful. So I'm just going to say respect is at the top of the I deserve respect, they're saying. So something has happened where you feel like they didn't respect you. So they've got to come back to you and say, I do respect you, and there's got to be apologies. There's some kind of, we've got to talk this through, but it's unfinished business. There's just too much energy between the two of you for this to be over. Okay. It's either over, or it's not, but there's too much going on here, and I just feel like it's not over. We're just upset. And we both are kind of picking our battles. We're both picking our corners. We're both, just, I don't know, holding it all inside, but we got to talk is really what has to happen. I have a 6 of Wands. Okay. I have a Knight of Pentacles. This is coming into me as coming back to fight for you. That this person definitely wants to work it out and stay together. This is a feeling of, I screwed up, how do I win you back? There's definitely this feeling of what would it take to show you that I do respect you and that I shouldn't have done or said or, something like that. But I feel like there's a little bit of we both are at fault, because I also feel like you knew what you were signing up for. You knew what this person's personality is. And if their ego's getting in the way, all of a sudden, what's changed with you that all of a sudden you're not accepting of that big ego or that sarcastic energy or the kidding, I'm just kidding energy, something like that. But maybe something in particular they said, they crossed the line, and it was like enough is enough. I have a 7 of Cups. I have a Chariot. I have a 3 of Cups. I have a Page of Wands. I feel like both of you have given some thought to there are other people out there. Do I want to be with other people? I don't feel like either one of you do. I have a 2 of Wands and a 10 of Cups, and a 3 of Wands. Nobody else is going to make me happy. Okay. I see my future's with you. And the more that I'm away from you, it's almost like the more that I see it. How do I get back to just us being happy? That's really all they're thinking about. And I feel like that's all you're thinking about is, can I just get back to where we were? Can we put this behind us? Can we forgive and forget? Can we make this work? Of course you can. There's a lot of feelings here. So you can. We have to talk about why did you feel like I disrespected you? So I do feel like that's something that is, they're saying things were left unsaid. Okay. So that's even worse. That it's you didn't say anything. Okay. I said something to you, and you didn't respond one way or another. You didn't give me an answer. So that in itself was disrespectful. So this kind of, they left without any explanation, or just things were left unsaid, and that you were owed more is really important. Spirit, please share with me. I have spying, checking you out. If you're not going to be with me, I want to know who you're with. They could be talking to friends about you, siblings. They could be talking to other people. So seeing what's going on. Divine masculine, this, ready to make a move. This divine masculine is thinking about their next move. It's a sense of DM makes move. Okay. They feel like the ball's in their court. They they know that they kind of left you hanging with this, I walked away without giving you an answer, or I walked away without explaining myself, something like that. Nourishing. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope you're finding time to do some healing. I'm trying to do some healing. I tried to quiet my mind while I'm away from you. I'm trying to understand my feelings, all of those things, and chasing. So there's a couple things coming in. It's a sense of I want to win you back, but you're also in the sense of I'm not chasing you, because if I chase you, I feel like I'm chasing a toxic energy. I feel like I'm giving in to it. I'm like feeding the engine that you need, whether it's stroking your ego or allowing you to get away with something over and over again. And I just can't do it anymore. Spirit, do you have a timeline around this connection for us? Like, when is this person possibly coming back? They're asking me for some feelings first. So let's see if I can grab some cards that will give us some energy. What are the loving messages, Spirit, that you have for us at this time? Person on our mind, unfinished business. I feel stuck in a toxic situation. I just can't move right now. So are they really stuck? They said they need to make a move. I miss you so much, it hurts. I need to stop fighting what I'm feeling and just take action. But I'm really struggling with communication. I was thinking about reaching out to you, but then I panicked and I stopped myself. I feel very insecure, afraid, what you're going to say. I feel frustrated with myself because I'm afraid that you are going to be the one that got away. I wish I had the courage to come back for you, but I just don't feel ready. I need to heal first. So spending some time healing. There's so many unspoken words left between us. I want to have a heart-to-heart conversation with you so I can finally tell you the truth. I would say that that's exactly what's happening. You've got this unfinished business. There's just too much energy between the two of you still, and things were left unsaid. So we are going to put this out to the universe. If this is meant to be, then this person will reach out to you and really want to have that heart-to-heart conversation. So they do want to share with you the timeline, they're saying. So let me do that. Spirit, what is the time around this reconciliation, or maybe even this hearing from our person? Don't wait around. They don't want you to wait. They don't want you to chase. I have May energy. This could have all gone down in May. You haven't heard from them. Next full moon. I have February being important. Birthday possibly, and in a few days. Am I going to hear from this person in a few days? Bottom of the deck, I do have June. So I am going to put a lot of energy around June. I feel positive. I think there's too much energy between the two of you, to tell you the truth. It is 100% we have unfinished business. This is not over. This is just, where do we go from here? So I'm going to put this out into the universe and ask Spirit to guide you both. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank you for being here. So grateful that you always are with me and join me. If you'd like to hit that subscribe button, I'd love for you to join the channel. Thank you for your comments, everybody. If anyone is interested in a private reading, I'll put my website link in the description, CathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.